Hey guys, Michael Cheney. If you're watching this on a replay, I'd appreciate you giving me hearts if you get value from this information. You can also share this information out to your viewers and followers on a replay as well. I'd appreciate you doing that if you get value from it. My name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur since the year 2000, and I give almost daily tips on how to scope for cash, how to get more followers, viewers and hearts from Periscope. You can check me out and get tons of my tips over at scopeforcash.com. If you want to scope for cash, go to scopeforcash.com. Hey guys, Phil Henderson, we've got a lot of people in the building. Welcome to you guys. Great to see you all here. Phil Henderson's just come in. Paul Hotch, welcome to the building, guys. Hey Dean. Dean Holland is in the house, everybody. Yes, Dean, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for inviting people. Charlena, hi from the Netherlands, Vincent, Richard, Keith Riley, Bill from Minnesota, I think it's Minnesota. Glad you like that, Dean. I've got a lot more where that came from. I've been basically gearing up here to smack it out the park on Periscope. The hearts match the profile color. Okay, so all the hearts there are from PI Mike. Thank you, PI Mike. Thank you for tweeting this out, Dean. I appreciate it, and thank you for inviting your followers. Okay, guys, there has been a update. Update, everybody. Periscope update. Okay, the big update. Okay, Stoyan Yankovic, welcome. I'm bonkers. Apparently, I'm bonkers. Thank you for sharing on Twitter. Okay, guys. Thank you for all the invites. Thank you for all the shares. Here's the update, okay? This is what's happened. Overnight, and I've checked this, a few people have seen exactly the same thing happening on their broadcasts as well. Overnight, what's happened is the replays on Periscope, the hearts that you get on replays are actually counting to your overall total. Now, you might think, well, so what? What's the big deal? Well, what are hearts? Let's just talk about hearts real quickly if you're new to Periscope or newish. Why are they important and why is this such big news? Well, you see the little hearts that are floating up the screen here? Every time you tap on the screen, if you're watching on an iPhone, the hearts float up the screen, which is great. And that gives us an overall total heart count, okay? And the more hearts you get on Periscope, the greater kind of credibility you have on Periscope, the more viewers and followers you will get. So it's kind of like a currency, okay? It's a big kind of benchmark. If you've got a lot of hearts, it means people value your content. You're going to attract more followers and more viewers. So it's very, very important. Now, up until now, and this is the big news, up until now, it was only hearts that were given on a live show. The bats haven't stopped, Mike. You need to use the hashtag Halloween if you want to get bats going up the side. Hey, thank you for sharing on Twitter, Juanita. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for that. So, yeah, what happens is the hearts that are given in a live show, they count to your overall total, right? That's always been the case. But now, overnight, it seems, and I've checked this with a few people, it seems that it's the same thing. I don't know if it's a glitch, I don't know if it's going to be a permanent thing, but hearts given on replays are now counting to your overall total. Right, which is very, very important because before what used to happen is people used to catch your replay on Periscope. They could look at it, they could give you a couple of hearts. Obviously, there's no interaction there, it's not live. And it wasn't really that important for you to get hearts from your replay viewers. People going in to see the replay would see the number of hearts that replay had got, but it wasn't really a deal breaker. They were either going to watch the replay or they weren't. But now, the hearts, hey Adrian, great to see you here. The hearts that you get now on a replay count to your overall total, okay? So let me just show you something on screen and we'll talk about, I just want to show you why this is so important and what it means for you. It's a big change that you need to be doing with your scopes, okay, when you're on Periscope. So let me just jump over here, we'll do a backflip. Okay, so we're on my live Periscope page here, okay? Okay, here we are. Yes, Natalie, thank you for sharing. That's how people can share. You can scroll left to right on iOS and share this. Scroll up on Android and you can share this. So this is my Periscope URL, right? Everybody has this URL except yours is different with your username. Periscope.tv/Michael Cheney. Thank you for all the hearts, by the way, guys. So right now, this is our live heart count. Okay, 107,000. You can see the more you tap the screen, we've got lots of blue hearts going up there, green hearts, light blue hearts. Thank you guys. A couple of red ones there. Somebody just fell on their phone. The faster you tap the screen, the faster those hearts go up, right? Okay, so let's talk about why this is important. Thank you for inviting your followers, Lenny Marie. Let's flip back. Okay, so why is this important? Why is this big update important? Well, what happened? Okay, let me tell you a story behind this. Yesterday, I did a live show yesterday. I do almost daily tips on Periscope about how to scope for cash, how to get more followers, viewers, and hearts from Periscope. And I did one yesterday. By the way, if you're not following me now, then make sure you follow me to get updates. You really need to follow me, okay? You really need to follow me. I've got my sound turned off. You need to make sure that you... That's what I was trying to do. All right, so left or right on iOS, click follow. Up on Android, click follow. But I did a show yesterday, right? And what happened was we got to about 98,000 hearts. You are very welcome, Bonita. Thank you for sharing. Love is the answer. So we got to about 98,000 hearts, right? I thought, okay, well, cool. We're going to do 100,000 today. I went to bed. I didn't do any scopes in my sleep. I didn't sleepwalk and do a scope. I woke up and we'd broken 100,000, even though I'd not done a scope, which is crazy. I was like, well, how's that even happened? Had a look at my replays, and sure enough, throughout the day today, the heart count has been going up. Yes, of course, when I'm doing a live show, as I've just shown you, it's going up. But it was going up even when I wasn't doing a live broadcast, right? So why is this huge, and why is it important, and what do you need to do? Well, it's huge for a number of reasons. Firstly, it means that your replay viewers can give you hearts and they're going to count to your overall total, which is awesome, right? It means you've got to be catering more to your replay viewers and not just your live viewers. Before, people would, not really talk about replay viewers. They wouldn't really address replay viewers. It's just kind of, oh, well, we'll see what happens on the replay. It's no big deal. It's all about live. Well, now it's not, okay? Now it's about your replay viewers just as much as it is about your live viewers. So you've really got to make your content sharp, got to have no wittering on and no dead space, and make your content super valuable, right? That's the first thing that you need to do on your scopes, right? Don't just think it's this live interactive thing that's really cool and everybody has a lot of fun, which it is, right? If you do it the right way. Thank you for the invite, Phil. But to add hearts, you click the screen, tap the screen, and that'll give me a heart. And we've got a little tune here, which I was going to resist using, but we'll go for it anyway. Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart. Okay, so that's how you give hearts, right? So it's important that you talk to replay viewers, you keep them involved, even though it's not interactive, okay? You keep giving tips away. The second reason this is super important, and what you need to do to change your strategy now with Periscope, is you need to be addressing your replay viewers right at the beginning of your scope. When you first start your scope, you've got to be talking to your replay viewers, because the instant that you go live, you're not going to have any viewers. You might get one or two that hop right on it. I know we've got some Cheniacs in the house here. Let's just give a quick shout out here. We've got Ashley, Pastor, Passenger, Scotty, Sherry Napper, Hallard Lords, Harrod, Pasquale, Oscar, Kevin, Trevor, Phil, Keith, Bill, Marshall. We've got a ton of people here, guys. I really appreciate you being loyal Cheniacs, and those of you who are new, I welcome you as well. But you've got to speak to your replay viewers when you first start your scope, right? Because they're important. They're more important than ever now that their heart count counts towards your overall total, okay? Thank you for sharing on Twitter, Dan. Really appreciate it. Thank you for that, okay? So how do you do that? Well, what you need to do in your scope is very simple. When you start your scope, we'll give some scope at a present today. Oh, right, okay, good to hear, Richard. I like the peace signs and the GB signs, Lords. So what you need to do is start out. By the way, you can only give 500. 500 hearts is the maximum that you can give on a live show. You can give more than that, but only 500 count. If you leave the show and come back in, you can give another 500 and so on. For a replay, I'm not 100% certain, because obviously this has just changed, but I think it's probably going to be the same. It'll be 500 max that you can give on a replay. So, you can't amp it up. You can't go and set up another account and give yourself a bajillion hearts and suddenly you're like some Periscope expert. It's not going to work like that. And I think previously that's why they've not allowed replay hearts to count to the overall total because of that. But I'm sure they've come up with a way now to prevent you giving hearts to your own replay, even if you've got a different Twitter account or a different Periscope account. Okay, so don't even try and do that. You'll get barred. It'll be messy and it'll be a total disaster. So don't do that. Right, so what you need to do is talk to your replay viewers at the beginning of your broadcast, right, in the following way. I'm just going to do this as if we started a broadcast, right? I know we've not, we're just here, but this is how I start my broadcast. Hey guys, if you're watching on the replay, remember you can still tap the screen and give me hearts if you get value from this information. I'd really appreciate if you could do that. You can also share this with your followers on the replay if you're getting value from this information. Just click the little, scroll left or right on iOS, up on Android, and click the share button. I'd really appreciate you doing that. Here's what you're going to learn. And then you dive into it, and by the time you've said that little spiel, you've got live viewers. So you've spoken directly to the replay viewers. That's the first thing they're going to see when they watch the replay. If you just start your scope and you've got, you know, pointing at the ground, or you're pointing at your feet, or you're just getting yourself together, it's rubbish. Replay viewers are not going to stick around. They've got, you know, not replay viewers, any viewer has just got a short attention span. They want you to get to the point quickly. Okay, so this is breaking news. I've not seen anyone else on Periscope ever as yet talk about this. It's brand new, okay? You can go and tell your followers, you can invite your followers to come and see this information, and they'll get value from it. Replay hearts now count to your overall total. You heard it here first. Kelly, Lena Marie, yes, only 500 were counted in a show, unless you leave the show and come back in. Is this replacing webinars? This could come, Periscope can replace webinars. In my opinion, it's a lot better than a webinar. It's more interactive. It's more fun. There's cool stuff you can do. Thank you, Beach Games, I appreciate it. Right, later today, I'm going to be doing another live show. This is a real short one. It's just breaking news. I wanted to get it out to you. I'm going to be doing a live show. My next live show later today will be all about how to get followers. If you need more followers, if you want to get a ton more followers to your Periscope quickly, targeted followers, relevant followers that are going to watch you, they're going to follow you, they're going to give you hearts, they're going to share your content out, and they're going to buy from you, and you want to start doing that, you know, scoping for cash and be able to scope for cash, then make sure you watch my next live show. It's going to be an absolute doozy, and you need to be following me in order to do that. Click the little Perry dude if you're watching live. He is there. You'll see a picture of me speaking live on stage. Click follow. You'll be notified of that live show, all about how to get followers fast on Periscope, even if you're just starting out, even if you're a Periscope newbie, and even if nobody knows you from Adam. That is it for this show. Thank you for your hearts. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for inviting your followers. Thank you for your interaction with your comments. And I will see you on that next live show all about